Hi, guys. All right, so Taurus, welcome back. Taurus, we're going to do a quick little look at past, present, future. Ooh, Taurus. Okay, hold on. So you're the only sign so far that has actually had two. In this case, it's for the present. But we're going to take a look right now at what all the cards are. The first, what should have just been 3 cards that came out, but you guys actually got 4. But I kept them clumped the way they came out. So what is the past about? The past, we're going to talk about a 10 of Sacred Circles. Okay. The present, we've got a 4 of Swords and a 6 of Sacred Circles, and we'll flesh these storylines out in just a minute. And the future looks like 6 of Cups. Ooh, well. All right, Taurus, let's start out with the past. The past, it's like, oh, once upon a time we had it all. Once upon a time I had or either if I didn't have it, it was certainly on my mind to have a 10 of Sacred Circles. That's like good rapport with family. I might have been really enmeshed in a family life. Ooh, but there was stress, 9 of Swords. There was all kinds of, there should have been a lot of peace and a lot of calm, but sometimes if it's one of those situations where in the past, in order to keep peace, calm, and prosperity, like within a group or a family setting or whatever we gave our energy to, if it took away from our own personal ability to pursue what we needed to, that could be where the strife was. Or we're just talking about something that looked really happy to everybody, everybody's eyes on the outside. They're like, oh, look at Taurus is so, their life is so great. And it's like, I have a lot of sleepless nights. Thanks very much. Nobody knows about that but me, but things were not perfect. No matter what, that's the big takeaway that I get is things were not perfect, but they looked good to an outsider's view. Moon card, yeah, definitely were not perfect. We got a 2 of Cups. We have a King of Wands. We've got a 7 of Pentacles, and we got the 7 of Swords. I have to say, I'm not going to be super gentle on this. I'm just going to say it the way I see it. There was definitely a lot of lies told about like, oh yeah, this is perfect. This is so happy. Yeah, this person really loves me and I really love them. When I think that it was like, I don't know that this can keep going this way. The 7 of Pentacles to the 7 of Swords, it was almost like it was that idea was breaking down more and more the more time passed. There were lots of problems that were hidden under the surface that weren't really being dealt with, but we're like, oh, but I'm sure this is a twin flame and we're just on that journey where we push each other apart only to pull each other back together and there is love here, but still, I think that just because we love someone, I don't know that means that this character can be successful with them. We can love somebody and still not be right together. And I think that was the thing. It was like, wow, the more time that passes, the more it kind of is starting to feel like that part's a lie. Almost like, let me just put it this way. In the past, if Taurus was saying, oh yes, I'm on this twin flame journey and there's a lot of love here and it's going to be great, or I believe it'll be great at some point in time and I'm going to keep having faith. I almost think that over time, it got to the point where it was like, you know what? I don't really know that I want to stay on this thought process because maybe it would be great to not have to go through some of this stress. Maybe it shouldn't have to be this hard. Caring for someone, knowing that they care about me, but just not being able to get it right. Maybe there are some things that really need to be addressed. Instead of just saying, oh, yes, this is how it is. There's lots of stress, but that's just part of the journey. I think somebody's saying, I don't think I want it to be part of the journey, though. By the way, we did have Pisces here also with that moon card. It kind of looks like somebody was really starting to evaluate, like, do I really think that this is pleasant or this is the way I want it to go? And I think that their answer was like, no, this is either like, hey, we need to start seeing a counselor or a therapist or somebody to help with this, or I'm not thinking for sure that I want to keep doing this because it looks good on the surface to everybody else, but there's a bunch that is not. It's a lie. This isn't the way it should feel. It shouldn't have to be this hard. I think that says we got stuff that we need to work on. So I just think somebody was getting real with themselves in the past. In the present, we have somebody actively healing. And you notice she is dumping the sand out of her kimono here, like letting the weight go of this whole experience and really getting into a much like happier frame of mind. This 6 of Sacred Circles normally would be a card of like, 2 people giving and sharing. Instead, our Taurus in this storyline, and remember, these are fictional, so no matter what, this is all fiction. But this character, this Taurus that we're talking about for this story, they've actually been in their present, they're feeling more relaxed and balanced themselves. This has nothing to do with their interaction with that person. They're letting go of a ton of the stress. They're feeling better and better about themselves, about where they're at mentally, emotionally. I would almost say that they're just simply not trying to pretend that something is all roses when it isn't. I think that they are identifying that, okay, some things need to be worked on. And I'm that alone is like a huge weight off my shoulders. So in the present energy, I'm actually feeling like better and better. Justice card. Yes. In the present energy, this Taurus is all about like, look, I want life to be peaceful. And that means it also has to be balanced and fair. And that means I can't pretend that certain things work that don't. So I'm just going to be open and honest about them and not feel stressed out or guilty about that. Magician, it also means that I actually believe that life can be amazing again. Maybe I even believe that we could be good together, but we need some fine tuning. No matter what, this is a Taurus that is like they're promoting change. By the way, we just had Libra energy and now we've got Virgo Gemini. We got a Queen of Swords. Man, this Taurus is being very, like, much better about their boundaries, about what they want. They're advocating more for themselves. Prince of Cups and the Moon again. I have to say, if the Taurus has let go of a relationship from the past where they go, yeah, I really love that person, but we just couldn't get on the same page. And I really, over time, thought I want to quit holding on to this. And now that I've allowed myself to acknowledge that, I'm able to feel so much lighter, so much brighter in my own energy. I feel like finally things are starting to, like, I'm looking out for myself a little bit more about what kind of balance I want to have, what kind of fairness I want to experience, what kind of love I want to have, how I want to be treated. And I want to manifest that kind of romance. Now, I don't exactly know how that's going to work, but if this person that I used to deal with wants to win me back, they will have to meet my criteria now. And if it's not them, it's okay because it'll be somebody else. And I just think that this is the new perspective and it's making the Taurus feel very comfortable. And either that person from the past is actually already stepping up or there is someone who's already like shown interest in the Taurus. This is the goddess Hecate. She is the guardian of the crossroads. The only thing Taurus will allow in are the things that they say yes to. This is less about like confusion and secrets and more about like you don't get to know who I am and know all of what the Taurus contains unless I say, yes, welcome into my world. So again, this is very much more about boundaries in the present. And this is actually making the Taurus feel so much safer, so much calmer, so much more comfortable because they're feeling like, okay, I've got boundaries that I want. Okay, so now in the upcoming future, speaking of boundaries and speaking of, all things related to, I guess, their interactions with people, we have a soulmate coming in. Could it be the person from the past? Possibly, but let's just see. We've got a Knight of Swords. We got a King of Wands. Remember, we had a King of Wands in the past, someone who did love us. I got to say, right now, this is starting to look like um, we have a pretty massive change because that Six of Cups can be a big turnaround. It's a soulmate who actually does learn some lessons. And if that is them, if it's the King of Wands who comes racing back in, ooh, with justice, again with the Six of Cups and a Four of Swords in the reverse. Taurus, I can't interpret this any differently. You saw the cards that popped out. So to me, in this case, it really looks like because Taurus actually said, hey, 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 this looks all shiny happy on the outside, but I'm not shiny happy, and I don't want to pretend that I am. This needs work. We got issues, and if you don't think we got issues, then that tells me you don't really care if I'm happy or not, and I'm not doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and call it like I see it, be honest and open about it. I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm going to say it the way it is. If work needs to be done so we can get stuff balanced, I'm down for that. But I'm not going to pretend something that isn't real. And I want boundaries that won't be crossed. And I want to be treated nice. I want to be treated like I'm someone important. And I want to treat you like you're someone important. But if we can't get on that page, like Taurus is at that moment here in this story in the present where they're like, then there will be someone else for me. I'm not like just, petrified with, oh my gosh, I can't imagine what if we don't work out and this is going to be scary and I don't want things to end with us. No, this is like, I don't want things to keep going the way they are. So it either gets worked out, or if we don't want to work on things, if we just want to throw in the towel and say goodbye, we can do that too. It's like the Taurus is very much ready to just let things be what they are. But the future shows up, and the future looks like this person knows what they would stand to lose. They make the adjustments. They actually genuinely, in this story, they want to make sure that the Taurus understands that, okay, things weren't balanced. I get it. I want them to be balanced. You are my soulmate. I don't want you to be hurt and have to heal. I don't want to cause pain that you got to heal from. In fact, maybe I've healed from some of my own stuff, and that's why I can show up and really, like, be present. I feel like all of this was about someone who really needed to be Taurus's partner, not the illusion of it where it's like, yeah, you do everything, but we'll act like we're in a partnership. It's like, that's not a partnership if one person's doing all the heavy lifting and doing everything. So I kind of think that that's where the Taurus was just like, dude, I'm pulling the plug. Dudette, doesn't matter. I don't read for genders here. But it's very interesting because this person in this story, they definitely, that King of Wands, they realize what they would stand to lose if Taurus is walking away from them, and they do not want that to happen. So they make some course corrections. Anyway, that is what we got on this one. As I always say, you guys, I am a fictional storyteller, not a psychic, so do bear that in mind. Have fun with these stories, but at the end of the day, they will not be your life story. Only you get to write that. So I hope you guys always feel empowered and always have a good time when you're here on my channel. Thank you so much for being here. And if you do enjoy my art, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe so I know you like it and you want to see more of it, and I'll keep doing it. So thanks again. Bye.